What are we doing today?
We're just east of Mount Rainier, and we're heading to an old mining camp called Copper City. It's way out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by wilderness areas. It should be pretty cool. Not really sure what's still there, but we're gonna check it out and find out. The Cascade Mountains were created by uplifting and volcanic activity along a north-south axis. Formed during the Pleistocene Ice Age approximately 2 million years ago, alpine glaciers flowed from the mountain range into the lowlands. As these glaciers retreated, they left U-shaped valleys divided by sharp ridges. The view from this overlook into the Rainier Fork of the American River illustrates this type of glacial formation. Yeah, so behind me here is this incredible view of a glacial valley. So if you can imagine, I would have been at the top of a glacier right here, and then it flowed all the way down through this U-shaped valley. It's pretty cool. So this is just east of Mount Rainier. We're pretty high up. It's really nice out.
Copper City since 1900.
Copper City is located in Yakima County in Washington State, not far east of Mount Rainier. Copper City served 42 active mining claims from 1907 to 1942. So that's the bunkhouse.
This dilapidated pile of stuff.
Think you could still stay there?
I don't think so.
This collapsed building behind me was the bunkhouse. The bunkhouse for this mining operation. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so you can see inside. So there's the corner of the building. So it looks like the bunkhouse was actually it didn't have a real stone or concrete foundation. It's just wood on earth. So you can see here peeking in, and the roof is fallen to the side of the structure. I think I heard somewhere that in the 1990s it was still standing, but it's definitely not standing today.
There you go. Good girl.
The founders of the town hoped for a boom when the railroad came through, but the tracks were never constructed. The first mine claim near Copper City was filed by James T. Cap Simmons in 1889.
Good girl.
Yeah, good
Very
girl.
good.
By 1906, many claims in the area had been consolidated into the Copper Mining Company Group. By 1910, Copper City had cabins, a bunkhouse, a sawmill, a blacksmith shop, and an ore mill. The ore was transported by horse and cart to a railroad line, which in turn transported it to a smelter in Tacoma. And that would have been quite a ways, because it was something like 16, 17 miles. Actually, I think maybe more like 20 miles out this really rough road we just drove out. That would have been a long ways to haul your refined ore all the way to, I think, where the highway was, and that maybe that's where the railroad was located. In the end, the mines never produced as expected. In 1948, all of the machinery in the town was moved to more profiting mining areas. So about 1948 was the end of Copper City. So we're looking at this information panel, and it says, this sign overlooks the remains of the mill that operated at Copper City for the first half of the 19th century. I think that's a misprint. It should be the first half of the 20th century. The mill was constructed to concentrate mineral-bearing ore obtained from the many active claims on Miners Ridge, higher in the mountains to the west. All of the ore was transported by horse-drawn wagons and later by truck to the railroad in Natchez for shipment to Tacoma, where it was processed. So all the way to Natchez. Huh, wow. The haul route to Natchez was a tedious 55 miles, so miners wanted to ship only the highest grade material possible. Mill machinery crushed the coarse ore and used gravity and water to separate heavier materials containing copper, silver, and gold from the less valuable host rock that was left on site. Operations at Copper City ended in 1942, and the mill machinery was eventually moved to other active mining centers in the state. It's interesting, the sign is saying that this mill site is actually a CERCLA site. So that's the Comprehensive Environmental Response and Liability Act. So this is potentially a EPA cleanup site. There must be heavy metals were used to break down the ore, or a byproduct of breaking down the ore. So there's part of the mill, and it looks like somebody has capped it with gravel, and then it goes up the hill. So let's go see if we can see the upper section of it that's outside this fence. So this is actually a CERCLA site, Erin. Okay, so here's some concrete where the mill machinery was attached. So here's the top of the mill. You can see the various posts in the ground. So I'm sure they used gravity and water as the power source to run the mill. Not a lot left. So Erin, what do you think of Copper City?
It's pretty great. It's a little bit of a walk to get out here and a little bit of a drive, but if you have the right rig and some good walking shoes, it's a nice little adventure.
Yeah, we thought we would 4x it up right to the center of this little ghost town, but the road's a little too aggressive for my taste.
Yeah.
Apparently, Copper City didn't produce enough ore to warrant a railroad being built way out here, and eventually it died. It's not much of a city, it's barely a mining camp. This is Copper City. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Don't forget to like, share, comment on this video, and please subscribe to Searching for History.
Thanks for watching.